Good morning. Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. It's Juneteenth time, y'all. I got the Juneteenth folks in the house. I've got Fallon Thomas. Hey, Fallon.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, it's about to be hot. Margot done put my air conditioner in for me, so I'm ready for the week. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Okay, you just have to unmute yourself and you're on two screens.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm
How
doing
are
well,
you?
thank you. How are you?
It's nice to see you. All right, so it's that wonderful time again.
Again,
Juneteenth.
we're excited.
Yes, what year is this for y'all?
This is our 9th year.
Wow, has it been 9 years?
Yeah. Time flies, right? When you're having fun.
When you're having a good time. All right, so y'all, what you got planned for us this year?
Well, we got a whole lot. So, geez, Babz, since we first met you, we've grown exponentially. So I don't know if you'll remember when we first met you, we were at Criscolo Park for year one. We only had 7 tables. This year we have 104.
What? Oh, let me get my money right so I could hit all the vendors.
Yes, get your money right because we have raffle baskets this year. And then when we met you, we had 1 guest. Last year, in our 8th year, we think we had over 1,000 people attend our event, and we're hopeful that we grow more this year. So we have been working hard. We have a solid committee, and we've been working hard to bring some good stuff into the Elm City. Fallon's going to help me talk about it today, but we're just excited that we're going to do a little bit for a lot of people. So we're going to cover everything from art to a guest author, right? We're going to have community engagement with Black chiefs in the state. We're going to have some really fun things. Fallon's going to fill us in a little more.
So Fallon, when did you come on the scene? Because you weren't there at the very beginning.
I was not there at the beginning. So this,
because I remember.
This is year 3 or 4 for me. Okay. And I started out as a resource table. So, doing things for the New Haven Hiring Initiative. And then Kelly and I connected through a org that we're in. And she was telling me more about the planning, how it was year round. And I said, well, I really enjoyed it. I know people. And when good people know good people, you bring your resources together. And that's exactly what we've done in the last 3 years to grow exponentially with the exhibits, with the resources, with health information, youth engagement. So we have over 8 areas of touch points.
I love it.
With that, we have children's activities. We're going to have carnival games. We really want to keep youth engaged. We want to keep them informed. So we have historical tents as well that will span the ages as far as the information that we provide. We have employment opportunities. I will be there, not in my tabled capacity, but I'm bringing colleagues along to spread the information about Yale hiring and our affinity groups. And we also have our partners with the Workforce Alliance coming, American Job Center. So we're really excited about what they're going to offer. A number of health screenings from sickle cell to HIV to cancer screenings. We're going to be providing a wealth of information, and then also fun too. So we have some local artists that will be performing. So we have something for everybody pretty much.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. So Kelly, tell us the history of why you started this. Why is this a thing?
Oh my goodness. So in 2015, Babz, I lost my dad. And my father, in doing his own genealogy history, connected his roots to the Connecticut 29th Colored Regiment. So that was the Black soldiers who made up a regiment. They were settled in New Haven, but they were from all over the state. They were encamped at Criscolo Park. And he started that a lot of years ago. But when he passed away in 2015, I wanted to do something that connected myself to his work. And I thought of Juneteenth New Haven. My father was retired, so he was able to go all over the state, bringing information into public schools, colleges, universities, all about CT29 and the Black struggle that continues for freedom, right? So I was like, well, I don't have the time for that, but we can do an event where we do the elements of that in one place at one time. And so in 2016, we had our very first one, as we talked about earlier. And I got you, Mike Jefferson, and Hands On Moving to support me in that first one. And now, wow, we have about over 11 sponsors and a great deal of support from many, many people in New Haven. And we've made a lot of friends over the years. And so we still sort of continue the work of my dad in terms of bringing the elements of modern day freedom into the event. And this year we added exhibits to really showcase Black culture, Black music, elements of the diaspora, right? Because they brought us everywhere. And so we're in our effort to build the event, we decided to add these exhibits to complete our story, or not complete, but to begin to tell our story, because our story is vast.
Yeah. Okay, so where y'all hosting this thing? Because are you still in the same place? Where y'all at? Where y'all at this year?
So sort of, kind of. So we are covering the whole street. We're taking up a whole city block. We're going to be at the CT Violence Intervention Center, Wexler Grant School, the outside portion of it, and Dixwell Community House. So
wow.
Yes, we have grown. We shut the street down.
That's pretty impressive, Kelly and Fallon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lord,
thank
you. Does the mayor know y'all doing this?
Yes. Actually, the mayor's our friend. He does know we're doing this, and he's going to stop by.
I love this, that it has grown. I love that it is centered in the neighborhood, because it allows people to come into neighborhoods that they ordinarily wouldn't come into, right?
Exactly.
Like I love that they get to come into the neighborhood and participate in this wonderful event. Okay, so tell me a little bit about, will there be food? Because I know in years past, if you get there on time, you get a hot dog, you get some drink, you could get something. But what else is happening?
So we do have food. We have La Nina's Puerto Rican truck coming. Fats Cookery is coming.
Oh, say less. I'm so there. Let me make sure I get my plate right.
And Ransom, Latasha Ransom is cooking fried fish, fried dough, and then
this is way more than what you used to do.
Oh yes, we are big, and we're super proud of it, Babz, because we truly put our heart into it, because we do it for New Haven. Like, there's no individual ideology behind it. We all come together for New Haven. We bring the fun, we bring some education, and we bring food. We just ask for people to come out and enjoy the day. And in years past, that's what's happened. It just feels like family and friends having an opportunity to just come together on a nice day and enjoy one another as much as they enjoy the event.
Okay. So, Fallon, you're going to have people there to talk about employment, because there's a lot of folks who are still looking for jobs and still trying to be connected to work and that kind of stuff. Do people need to come dressed up? Do they have to show up as if they're going to try to get a job, or can they be a little casual?
No, this is a casual conversation. So, all of our volunteers and our vendors know that, this is the first step. So they're going to provide the information and what happens next, like what happens after this. Here's where you can meet us for an information session. Here's where you sign up for, organizations like New Haven Works. So we're there to provide information. They'll take stuff away. There'll be QR codes where they could scan and, search jobs. So we want it to be fun, but informative as well. And so we also have information for high school students. We're going to have a number of colleges out there giving out information, about what they offer, some of the things that are needed for admissions, and then also opportunities around scholarships. We have partnerships with organizations like New Haven Works that, not New Haven Works, New Haven Promise, that will help, tell what is needed to qualify for that very, needed support for tuition here at any Connecticut State school or university. So I think early exposure as well. So I know kids are like, well, it's the summer, I'm off, but no, you still have things to plan for and think about in the future.
All right.
And then our volunteers. So we're offering community service hours for those high school students that volunteer. So,
that's good.
With me managing an internship program and people trying to qualify for Promise, people come to me, June, July, trying to get those extra hours. So we've made it very convenient to work with the public schools to say, before you leave, let them know about this opportunity. With the Valita and Walter Luckett Foundation, their after school program that they do, we reach out to them as well, and they give us a number of volunteers. So, not only can you get information, but you also can get some volunteer experience as well.
I love it. That's wonderful. Will there be music, Kelly? Like, is there a DJ, a band? What's happening?
Okay, so we have 2 DJs.
What?
We have
2 stages.
We have a
2 stages. Oh, y'all are
Yes.
just showing out.
We are. So we have our DJ Triple Threat. He's going to be on the main stage, which is set up at CTVIP. And then because we really are celebrating June as Black Music Month,
Yes.
Juneteenth New Haven is proud to also have a second DJ on the courtyard of the Q House. Our local performers will perform in both places. And the DJs will just each bring their own style and element into each area. So we're excited about that. Yes.
Oh, wow. All right. So tell me about the vendors, because I like to buy stuff.
I know that about you. I do. And we do have a few people who are coming with earrings.
You know my weakness, Kelly. You know my weakness.
Yes. I pay attention. I love Babz. I pay attention. So we're having people with earrings. We have Aminata coming, and Aminata brings traditional African clothing from her home country of Nigeria, clothing, baskets, beautiful toys, wood toys for kids. So we have the African clothing, we have jewelry, we have candles, we have the essential oils with jasmine. We have 21 vendors in total, each doing their niche. So we have everything from oils, perfumes, earrings, different pieces of jewelry, so necklaces and bracelets as well, magnets with Black images on them. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
I love this. So Kelly and Fallon, do you find people are starting to really embrace Juneteenth now that it's a federal holiday, and you get time off from work from it? Do you feel like people are starting to understand what Juneteenth is and the history?
Since we started 8 years ago, and we actually had to spend time explaining what Juneteenth is, to now where we get phone calls and emails from people asking us, can they be a part of our day? I think that there has been some growth in terms of the cognitive level and intellect about Juneteenth. However, when I hear people talk, and sometimes they're not Black and brown people, but when I hear people talk, they're still missing the elements of the day. So I hear people say, well, Juneteenth is a celebration of Lincoln signing the Emancipation Proclamation. So there are still people saying that. And it's like, I find myself jump right back into teacher mode. No. And so there's still, and I talk Juneteenth 365 days a year, and just literally, I was in Danbury in a school, and there was a whole presentation that a teacher allowed 8th grade students to do. And that was the information on there. So I went from spectator to teacher. And
Wow.
So to answer your question, I do think that the intellect about Juneteenth is growing, but we're not there yet with solid understanding of the importance of those Union troops driving into Galveston in 1865 to let those last slaves know that they were freed, right? It shocks me that teachers are still confused, and it's not just teachers. I want to say people in general are still confused about the element of freedom and how it came to be for all slaves. Yeah.
So, Fallon, talk to me about the community partnerships and what that means to an event like this, because Juneteenth is not new, but it's kind of new, in terms of people sort of celebrating in a big way. Talk about what it looks like to have, community partners saying, you know what, I want to be a part of this because it's culturally rich.
I feel like it's growing. I'm seeing more of an effort in certain places. I went somewhere recently and they had a whole table out about Juneteenth, what it is, things to do. And I feel like the things to do piece is what has grown. So, when we first got Juneteenth off, people were like, well, I'm going to be home. Like, no, you need to be out either giving back or participating. So I think that participating or giving back factor has caused, people to come together to say where, even though it's a day off, I'm not going to take the day off because I'm going to promote, my employer, or I'm going to promote my side hustle, or I'm going to promote my family or my church. So I think that, while it is a day off, but it's a day off that feels good because we're doing something that we love. There's a lot of passion around it. I think of a colleague, Shanna, who brings her Sunday church hat collection. And, this is something she does in remembrance of her mom. And so once again, it's about pride, it's about liberation, and, it is growing. And I think too, from a selfish perspective, people see it as a way to promote, and it's also become, monetized. So people want to get out there, people want to sell you all types of Juneteenth tchotchkes, thinking about my affinity group table, we went and we ordered a bunch of stuff that we're going to give away. But once again, we paid for all of that stuff to bring out into the community, and somebody's going to make money off of it. So I think, people are winning from this day all around. But as Kelly mentioned, having the history of why we're there, making it important that we actually do something impactful on that day and not just sit home.
That's rich. I love that. I love it. Okay, Kelly, so what's the best part for you?
Oh my God, all of it. All of it. I love the element of Juneteenth in terms of bringing that history into communities and getting people in conversation, right, about it. 8 years ago, this wasn't possible, but here we are today in 2024, and I'm on your show and we're talking about Juneteenth, and it's just incredible. So that conversation about it, and then our history and understanding all the things that had to happen, right, to get to 1865, all the things that did happen, and then turning that conversation into almost a movement of bringing people together. It is a day about education, but it's also a day for enjoyment. So that means a lot to me as well. And then seeing people bring their children, and we start educating children about Juneteenth and the importance, and then, hoping that they carry the message forward, right? Because one day this will be their work. So that's important to me as well. I love the day.
Family reunion. It's a family reunion. I love it.
I listen, I could already see the line dancing going on, because how we do.
Absolutely.
So is it gonna be a t-shirt? Because I know years past, I've got a couple of t-shirts. Is there some t-shirts this year?
Yes, we have a t-shirt waiting for you. Of course, it's a volunteer t-shirt, so we're hopeful that you're gonna get some work done, but we'll see. But we definitely have one on order for you.
All right, I'm gonna come. What you need me to do? Tell me what I can't be working all day now. I got to have some. I got to be able to walk around and have some fun. Come on now.
Just go live for us.
Oh, I'll absolutely go live. That's set. That's done. I will definitely go live.
So we do have a high need for volunteers. We do. We need volunteers as early as 8:30 in the morning to help put up the tents for the exhibits and we need volunteers to stay as late as 7:30 in the afternoon or early evening to break everything down. We need help throughout the day, and we encourage everybody, if you're available, and all your listeners, if you want to volunteer, we actually have a website, www.juneteenthnewhavenct.com. There's a space on our website for people to volunteer. We do need help.
Well, you know, there's a whole bunch of fraternities in this town that you should reach out to. You know, call Mike Jefferson. Like, listen, Mike, we need the bros to get together. There's a whole bunch of brothers out there, Zeta men out there, Alpha men. You know who they are, Kelly and Fallon. Y'all reach out to them brothers, because you know those young people have those college students are coming home now.
Right. I'm gonna write that last part down. Thank you, Babz.
Yes, you find these little college students, these little young men who are coming home, and I don't mean just young men, young women too. It's a bunch of them coming home. There's a bunch of them about to go off to college too. I just saw a whole bunch graduate. So, and they all belong to organizations. Call them Jack and Jill folks. Call the NAACP, call Dory Dumas over there at the NAACP. They got a whole youth council thing.
Yes.
Young people, and they need hours, right?
Thank you. Yes, they do. Thank you. That's why we're here today. Thank you.
Listen, these young people need something to do. You tell them, come set up, come break down. They'll come. Just call them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is a good community opportunity for them to, to start to take over the mantle of this work. As Fallon said, this is their work they have to do. Right.
That's the hope.
It's time. All right. So you got something for everybody. You got games for kids, stuff for little kids. What does that look like?
We do.
Do you?
We do. Okay. So we have a tent for children with 9 tables on a whole tent just for children. Under that tent, there are 9 tables of crafts. Near that tent, there is an author. Author Tangela Irby will spend the day with us to.
I know Tangela.
Do you?
Yes,
so she's going to bring her
children's books. Yes.
Yes, she's going to be giving away 40 of her books, 15 at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. And that comes with a story reading, an author's tea, and then an activity. So we'll have her all day. We have 4 carnival games set up for children. And then there's a play area with hula hoops and bubbles that will just fun stuff. So we thought about our small people. And then as Fallon indicated earlier, we also thought about our adolescent aged kids and just helping them to think about their prospects for the future with some college information, some entrepreneurial information, and then some employment information, just so that parents and teens understand or get some information about different opportunities for young people. Okay.
And what about us old heads? What you got for us?
Wow. Well, everything. So we really want everybody to know that art is for everyone, people of all ages. And so we do invite everybody, not just our children, to participate in the art activities. The exhibits that are going to be set up at the Q House and on the lawn nearby are really meant for people who are our age and older, right? The Black music history, Black culture, there's some fun elements under there. And there's a small focus on New Haven, some old New Haveners, like Dr. Mayo and Dr. Edmonds have small little highlights that we're focusing in on, as well as our culture broadly and our music broadly. And there's a piece for some New Haven artists as well. We have documentaries. We're showing 2 documentaries. One is the Connecticut Violence Intervention Program. And of course, one is about the CT-29 regiment. And the creator of the document, Chris Barlow, he created the documentary for the CT-29. He will be present. That is an award-winning documentary, and he'll be present for a question and answer with John Mills. John Mills is new to Connecticut, but he's doing extensive research on the Black soldiers from Connecticut who fought in the war. And
I
something
had him on my
interesting.
show a few months back. Interesting man.
He is very interesting, and he actually has a lead-in to our event, which is Friday morning, with the unveiling of Thaddeus and Mary Newton's headstone. So that is incredible within itself to happen here. We're excited about that. So we have lots of things, you know, for our young people, our middle and more seasoned guests. So the whole day is we tried to think about different ways to engage people of all ages.
And
And
talk
so
about
is-
Noble
Go ahead,
and
Valerie.
their gift cards. So Noble will be giving out gift cards. Kelly, tell us what Noble does. in the
Yes.
community.
Okay. So Noble is the National Organization for Black Law Executives. And I think it's fun for me to always say that there are 146 police departments in Connecticut, and there are only 5 Black chiefs.
Ooh.
5. Yeah, 5. So one of those chiefs happens to be my husband, and he's hosting a table for Noble. And every hour on the hour, he will be giving away a gift card. So some of the things that Noble's going to do is they are actually actively recruiting Black and brown officers for the police departments statewide, right? So they're going to have lots of information for young people who are interested in becoming or getting engaged with law enforcement. And it doesn't have to be policing. It can be FBI, it could be professorship, law. They just want to share information with Black and brown young people. The other thing that they do is they have a scholarship for high school seniors who are headed to college and they'd like to apply for the scholarship. Noble will have their scholarship available at that time. And they close it in July, and they give awards out in the end of July. So they're going to be doing that. And for everyone who stops by their table, you get your name into the raffle. And every hour on the hour between 1 and 6, they will be pulling a winner. And their raffle is a gift card. So we encourage people to try their luck for a gift card.
Oh, I
We
love
have raffle
that.
baskets for Juneteenth New Haven, though.
Oh, what's in the basket? Because I can't have another mug. So what you got? What you got?
Oh, we have good baskets. We have 10 raffle baskets. So there'll be an opportunity for folks to win. We have one basket that's focused on freedom, and that's a literary basket. There's a leather bound book by James Baldwin and some other treats like a candle.
All right. Let me get my raffle money right.
Oh, yeah. We have one that's a whiskey bottle. So that's the Union Celebration basket.
okay,
And that's got some whiskey and a decanter.
I'm
yeah, that's
feeling
for the
that.
grown folks.
So Babz,
We
you
have
just
a
need to buy
movie.
all the tickets. Just buy all
Girl,
the
yeah,
Fallon,
Babz,
you
you
know
gotta
I'm
buy 'em
already
all.
calculating. I'm like, all right, 10 baskets. I need double tickets. All right, I got you.
But it goes to a good cause. It's going to support our 10th year next year. So, we're looking to
Yes.
do it even bigger next year. And, we're
Really?
starting early in our fundraising efforts via these baskets.
Wow,
Yes.
that's pretty big.
Excited.
So you want to be bigger next year?
Yes, that's the idea, to keep growing.
Well, you're gonna have to find another. You're gonna be at the field house or something.
Oh.
We want to stay centrally located because, we get it with transportation, and we really like to stay, right in the heart of the community. Babz, we bring people who we hope bring resources, right, to folks who might need them. One of our favorites is neighborhood housing services. And this year, they are focused on people who are interested in buying a home, but what they also have are services for folks who are renters and maybe have some challenges with their landlords, and neighborhood housing services can help with that. And so they're going to be bringing information like that. And so we think it's important to stay in the community because they're one of many, right, table hosts who will have information that we can all use, all of us. So we like
All right.
to
So how
stay
do
in the
people find you? Shout out your email or your website so that people can find you if they want to volunteer, if they want to ask further questions.
Thank you. So our website is www.juneteenthnewhavenct.com.
I love it. I love it. Yes, because I'm sure people will want to know. And tell me a little bit about the sponsors, because sponsors is important. You know, they help make
We
all these
couldn't
things
do
kind of
this.
go.
Exactly. We couldn't do this event without our sponsors, and we have been blessed with some sponsors who've been with us for a long time. So we have Yale has really opened their hearts and, you know, have supported us in Yale University. So at Yale, we have Yale Public Safety, Yale Diversity, Office of Diversity, Howard K. Hill, Yale Public Safety, yes, Dixwell UCC Church, Elm City Housing, shout out to them. The Dixwell Q House this year, our first year partnering with them and being sponsored by them. The Walter Luckett Foundation. So we are blessed to have several sponsors who, you know, really they really help us. We couldn't do this work without them. Mm-mm.
And our longtime sponsors, you know, that pretty much were the cornerstone of starting this, the Kiyama movement, hands-on moving and storage, and the Amistad Committee. And so, you know, just thinking about the work that Amistad has, or the support that they provided with, you know, having, you know, several of their members be a part of this planning committee. So we're thankful for those three cornerstone sponsors, and then all the other sponsors that we've garnered. The Dixwell Q House was big. I remember last year they were planning one at one end of the block, and we're planning one at the other end of the block, and it only made sense for us to come together. And then it's monumental in the sense that they're celebrating 100 years, so we're actually added in as one of their 100th year initiatives. So, you know, it makes sense. It's bringing everybody together in that community, and we love it. And we are thankful for the support.
We're very thankful for CTVIP because they have hosted us for 4 years now, I think. So yes, they open their doors. We have full use of the building. So we are very thankful for CTVIP as well.
That's wonderful. All right. So when is this? June 22nd is a Saturday.
Yes.
12 to 6.
Yes.
So it's like an all day. Bring your children. You could let them run ragged. So by the end of the day, they'll be ready to go to take a bath and go to bed. There's going to be good food. So you don't have to worry about cooking, you know. So that's a wonderful thing. And you got music, got 2 DJs on, you know, and performances. And this is a well-planned event. This is your Saturday right here, people. Get your errands done early in the morning and then get yourself over to this event for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
I love it. It's so good to see you, Kelly Merrill. So good to see you, Fallon Thomas. I'm looking forward to this. I will be there with bells on.
Awesome.
Ready, trying to buy all the earrings I could buy. Oh my God. Thank you.
We look forward to it.
I will see you June 22nd around noon.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harry Droz. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
Bye.